Hello FPL lovers, welcome to my channel. A new FPL season is approaching and three new teams will be joining the party, meaning there are some judgments to be made by FPL managers. Fulham, Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest have all been promoted to the Premier League, so that means we will have many new players in the game, as well as some familiar faces being back. Just because a team has been promoted doesn't mean they are not worthy of getting on FPL. Players such as Pukki, who scored 142 points last season, Ivan Toney with 140 points and Janssen with 122 points are proof that promoted players can have a big impact, especially at such a cheap price. So today we are going to look at one of the new teams, that is Fulham. We are going to look how they could set up to play in the Premier League and suggest their asset worth going after based on the evidence we have provided. Before moving forward, please do subscribe my channel, and if you have any suggestions or queries, do post those in comment section. With that being said, let's get started. So as we know, every year 3 championship teams get promoted to EPL, and this year it's Fulham, Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest. After dominating throughout the championship with some rock and roll football, the jury is out on whether Fulham will be able to handle the step up to the top division. The West London club scored 106 goals on their way to the title at a rate of 2.3 goals per match. Bournemouth were the team that scored the next highest number of goals with 74, an outrageous 32 goal difference. Fulham had 6.1 shots on target per match and created 99 big chances, which is also the most by any championship team this season. Defensively, Fulham were a bit leaky as they kept only 17 clean sheets, which ranked them 6th in the championship. Now coming to the tactics. Marco Silva is the man in charge, and whether he continues with his attacking style of football is the question which seems to be unanswered. Last season, Marco Silva played a different style compared to when he was in the Premier League. With more attacking talent, Silva opted for a positional style of play, which essentially is a more possession-based tactic. Fulham finished second in the possession charts in the championship, only bettered by Swansea, whose manager Russell Martin is known for his sides maintaining ball for long spells. Triangular passing connections are crucial to this system, which means it's no surprise that he opted for a 4-2-3-1 tactic in 65% of his games last year. Elsewhere, Silva utilized a 4-1-4-1 and a 4-3-3. Fulham have a very wide system which allows for gaps to be created as the defensive team press vertically and horizontally. With defenders such as Tosin, Adebayo, they have great passing range from deep, can also bypass the press when needed. Overloads are created in wide areas. From there, the message is very clear: get the ball on Alexander Mitrovic's head. In attack, their structure resembles a 3-2-5 or 2-3-5, which bears resemblance to the way Pep Guardiola likes to set up. With the talent they had at championship level, this was a very much possible. But whether Silva opts to go for such an aggressive tactic in the Premier League is yet to be seen. Out of all the teams promoted, they should be the team expected to score the most goals. 16.1 shots per game last season was nearly 2 more than Coventry, who were closest with 14.3. Now let's check out some players whom you can target. At first, we have Alexander Mitrovic. It's not the first time Mitrovic has been promoted with high expectation. This is his third promotion from Fulham within 5 seasons. He scored 11 goals in 2018-19 Premier League campaign and only 3 in the 2020-21 campaign. As a result, many have tarnished him with too good for the championship, not good enough for the Premier League. However, with 44 goals in 44 championship games last season, the most ever second-tier goals in a 46-game season, FPL managers should recognize that he is coming into the league on a whole different level of form. Having supplied 7 assists on top of finding the net 43 times, the Serbian contributed to 47% of the team's goal. He is the obvious choice in this lineup, and if Fulham have a good season, you can bet that he will have played a key part. Ivan Toney was a championship's top scorer in 2020-21, and his 12 Premier League goals prove that making the step up is possible. Much just depends on whether the team can find their feet. Mitrovic registered 4.5 shots per match, out of which 2 points were on target. With 0.84 xG, he is going to the main man for Fulham. Coming at a price of 6.5 million, he had created 7 big chances last season in the championship. With an already 11% ownership, Mitrovic is quite a famous striker in Premier League. Next, we have Harry Wilson coming at a price of 6 million. With Fabio Carvalho now at Liverpool, even more responsibility has fallen on the shoulders of the Wales wide man. Nevertheless, he recorded an enormous 19 assists last season as well as 10 goals, which means he averages a goal or assist every 3 in 4 games, which will rightly excite some FPL managers. On both free kick and corner duties, Harry Wilson and Mitrovic are blessed to have each other. The left footer has a superb delivery with Mitrovic's strength and heading ability, making him a nightmare for defenders. In addition to 2.3 shots per game last season, he had 2.5 key passes per game, which is second best in the league. Definitely one to keep an eye on, especially if at cheap price. He's also created 18 big chances. From Fulham, Mitrovic takes most penalty and Wilson takes maximum corners, but responsibilities are shared among others. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching the video, and if this video helps in your FPL team, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Good luck for FPL.